says crime isn't profitable? You too may be a gangster if you were willing to take risks and accept the possibility of a glamorous but brief existence. As our list demonstrates, there are situations when crime pays handsomely. These larger-than-life gangsters led glamorous lives, yet many of them only lasted for a few years. Hi, this is Top 10 Arena and here is the list of the top 10 most powerful gangsters of all times. At number 10, it's Frank Lucas, aka Superfly. During the late 90s and the early 70s, he was a heroin dealer and organized crime boss in Harlem. Lucas was known for getting his supplies directly from Golden Circle sources and storing them into the coffins of the dead American soldiers. American Gangster, a 2007 film based on his life, was a well-received portrayal of his career. Denzel Washington played him in the film. In 1975, his home was invaded and more than $500,000 in cash was discovered. For over 100 drug-related charges, Lucas was arrested and eventually sentenced to 70 years in jail. At number 9, it's Jose Figueroa, Agosto. Jose Figueroa Agosto was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico on June 28, 1964. He is reported to have risen through the rank of his crime family after assassinating a driver who had stolen a cocaine shipment. Despite being apprehended and convicted of the murder, he managed to flee to the Dominican Republic by walking out of the prison with a forged release order. He made his fortune in drug trafficking, controlling more than 90% of the narcotics trade from the Dominican Republic to the Puerto Rico. At one point, he was able to avoid the authorities by assuming multiple identities and paying bribes to the law enforcement officials until his luck ran out. The DEA, FBI, US Marshals, and Puerto Rican police detained him in July of 2010. His fortune was estimated at approximately $100 million. At number 8, it's Joseph Kennedy. Joseph P. Kennedy, who was born on September 6, 1888 in Boston, Massachusetts, made his first million at the age of 30. When Prohibition began, he had no choice but to take drastic steps on risk losing his business. So he contracted mobsters in New York and Chicago and became a wealthy bootlegger. Even after booze was made illegal again, Kennedy kept his shady connections, which are claimed to have helped him dominate key political races. According to a Fortune magazine, Kennedy had a net worth of more than $300 million in his heyday. You might raise an eyebrow seeing him on our list as the father of the US president, a district attorney, and a senator. But with his non-links with mobsters, you might raise an eyebrow as well, such as Frank Costello and Sam Giancana, and allegations of influencing unions, fixing elections, and his bootlegging stint. He seems right at home as number 8 on the list. Joseph Kennedy died November 18, 1969, outliving all of his sons except for Ted. At number 7, it's Meyer Lansky. Meyer Lansky was born on July 4, 1902, as Meyer Lansky. Lansky was a hell-known gangster during his time. He was born in Russia as a Polish Jew and moved to United States with his parents in 1911, settling in New York's Lower East Side. He ran a floating crap game with Bugsy Siegel, creating a small gang before going to larger and better activities like auto theft, burglary, and liquor smuggling. At number 6, it's Al Capone. Alfonso Capone was born in Brooklyn, New York on January 17, 1899. His father was educated and worked as a barber. He was born into a respectable family. Capone grew up in a slum near the Navy Yard in Brooklyn. Despite his intelligence, Capone was dismissed from Catholic school at the age of 14 for striking a teacher and never returned. He met gangster Johnny Trio and was seduced by Trio's lifestyle. He joined Trio's gang, rising quickly and acquiring the scar in the knife fight that earned him the nickname Scarface. He was ruthless, always attempting to take out the other gangs, and increased his territory. He ran the Chicago Mafia, making most of his money during the Prohibition period, including over $60 million monthly from illegal alcohol alone. He was able to live high life, even refusing to carry a gun as a mark of his status. However, he rarely traveled with less than 2 bodyguards, and he almost always traveled under the cover of dark. At number 5, it's Griselda Blanco. Griselda Blanco, widely known as the Godmother and the Black Widow. She was born on February 15th in 1943 in Colombia. She is suspected of killing over 200 people while carrying cocaine from Colombia to the United States. She was reared by an abusive mother and became involved in prostitution when she was young. She became connected with the Medellin cartel while working as a prostitute. She helped smuggle Colombian cocaine through the US, even designing special undergarments that could be used to transport large amounts through the US customs. In her times, she was approximately making $80 million a month, and during her peak, she was worth $2 million a month. At number 4, it's Carlos Lehder. Carlos Lehder was born on September 7, 1949 in Armenia, Colombia, and became a founder member of the Medellin cartel, eventually gaining control of a Bahamas island and utilizing it to transport cocaine between Colombia and the United States. He used his prison ties to help him import cocaine and distribute it across United States. A self-proclaimed Nazi, Lehder was eventually ran off the island by Professor Richard Novak, a diving enthusiast hell-bent on keeping his diving paradise pristine. During his time through drug trafficking and racketeering, Lehder amassed a fortune of over $2.7 billion. At number 3, it's Joaquin Guzman Loera, also known as El Chapo. Joaquin Guzman Loera is thought to have been born on December 25th in 1954 in Mexico. While his precise date of birth is still unknown, he grew up the son of a cartel rancher. His family was very poor and he helped him by selling fruit when possible to help earn a living. To supplement the family's income, he learned to produce his own opium and marijuana poppies. His nickname was earned by his short stance. Loera, at full height, was only 5 feet and 6 inches tall, earning him the moniker of El Chapo, which means shorty. According to Forbes, Loera's net worth is estimated to be approximately $5 billion. At number 2, it's Amado Carrillo Fuentes. Amado Carrillo Fuentes was born in Navolato, Sinaloa, Mexico in December 1965. He earned the moniker Lord of the Skies by using private jets to transport cocaine around the world. He had a fleet of 27 private jets, the majority of which were Boeing 727. He was able to transport massive amount of cocaine by flying into mostly municipal airports and airstrips throughout Mexico. Fuentes murdered his former boss, Rafael Aguilar Guardo, leader of the Juarez drug cartel, and took over operations. In 1997, as capture became imminent, Fuentes decided to change his appearance, and after admittance into a hospital in Mexico City, he died on July 3, 1997, while undergoing extensive plastic surgery. This gangster, in his prime, was reported to have a net worth of over $25 billion, making him number 2 on our list. At number 1, it's Pablo Escobar. The renowned Pablo Escobar, born December 1st, 1949 in Antioquia, Colombia, is at the top of our list. He was one of the founder members of the Medellin cartel, one of Colombia's most powerful drug organizations. His merciless ambitions earned him control of more than 80% of the cocaine transported into the US. Escobar, who was born into a destitute household, began his criminal career by stealing and selling tombstones. At a very young age, he became involved with cocaine in the 1970s. He created a Medellin cartel with 5 other illicit business operators, purchasing massive amount of coca paste from Bolivia and Peru, importing it to the US. At one point, it was said he offered to pay off Colombia's national debt, estimated at $10 billion. So this is our list of top 10 gangsters. Let us know another one that should have been on the list. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then don't forget to press the subscribe button and bell icon for the latest updates. See you in the next video.